Hi everyone, and welcome to the University of Guam. I'm Doug Palmer, the Athletics Director at UOG, and this is the Triton Athletics and Field House YouTube program. The show will feature UOG Varsity Athletics, the Recreation Program, the Triton Fitness Center, as well as any and all events that take place in the UOG Calvo Field House. As we move forward, hopefully we'll have different hosts for the program, as well as guests to include UOG administrators, coaches, student athletes, recreation staff, and any sponsor for events that occur in the field house. The most important information given in this show is concerning the UOG athletic tryouts the first week of August. Varsity athletics at UOG has been suspended for the last 18 months due to the pandemic, but we are returning to the field and the court in the fall of 2021 with 6 sports. Tryouts will begin on August 2nd, which is a Monday. The 3 sports that are having tryouts that day are women's rugby and men's soccer at the UOG soccer and rugby field behind the UOG Calvo Field House. Women's basketball has tryouts that night at 7 o'clock in the arena of the UOG Calvo Field House. Those same 3 sports will have tryouts the next day, Tuesday, August the 3rd, at the same times in the same places. On Wednesday, August the 4th, men's baseball and women's soccer will have tryouts at 4 p.m. that day. Women's soccer will be at the UOG soccer rugby field. Baseball will be at George Washington High School baseball field. To get to the George Washington High School baseball field, you can enter the gate that's near the back gate of the UOG campus. Men's basketball will have tryouts that night at 7 p.m. in the arena of the UOG Calvo Field House. The next day, on Thursday, August 5, those same 3 sports will have tryouts again. We would like for everyone to try out on both days, but please attend one day for sure. To try out for the teams, you have to be an active UOG student beginning in the fall of 2021. And you will have to show proof of a COVID vaccination or a negative COVID test within 7 days of the tryout dates. These are the same rules that UOG athletics will follow for practices. Practices, you have to have a negative UOG COVID test each week, or you have to be COVID vaccinated. These are the same rules that face-to-face classes for UOG students have to follow. To play outside competition, when we start playing games in our sports, UOG student athletes will have to be vaccinated. We do not have control over the outside teams that we play as far as making sure their memberships test weekly or have vaccinations, but we can control student athletes at UOG, and for the safety of our student athletes, all student athletes will be vaccinated against COVID-19 to play. If you have any questions about these tryouts, please contact me, Doug Palmer, at 735-2862, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Or you can email me at Palmer, P-A-L-M-E-R, D as in Doug, at triton.uog.edu. Again, that is Palmer, P-A-L-M-E-R, D, at triton.uog.edu. The biggest news from the past year, we opened up our Athletic Hall of Fame conference room in the Triton Fitness Center back in April with a dedication of the room. It's a very nice room. We would really like to thank Carlos Titano and the Global Department on the campus. They were able to secure for us a brand new conference table and 8 chairs. But the biggest thanks goes to several of the Athletic Hall of Famers who donated much of their memorabilia from their careers at UOG. We'd really like to thank John Borden, who donated a football helmet and several uniforms, plus some other items. Chris Mesa came through with us and donated a football from the 1974 team, and it is signed by all the members of that team. Dave Nelson started our baseball collection, giving us a bat and a couple of baseballs, some gloves, and also Susan LaPaulo, she donated a couple of women's basketball uniforms. So the room has really turned out nice. Only bad thing is that sometimes it's too cold in there, but otherwise it's a really nice conference room that has had several meetings in it since the dedication. Also, we would like to thank Bill Bennett and Sean Cruz, our baseball coaches. We just got through yesterday with an 8-week baseball clinic for several high school student athletes who wanted to come out and learn baseball skills. That went very well. Actually, it was originally only supposed to be 5 weeks or 5 Saturdays. The kids liked it so much they asked us to continue, so we added 3 more weeks to it, and it ended up being an 8-week baseball clinic. Numbers were not that high, but we had a consistent 6 to 8 kids come out every Saturday and learn baseball skills, and we're hoping several of these will become Tritons in the near future and come join UOG. Also, coming up in this 2021-22 year, we're going to try to make sure that we have every game that the varsity athletic programs play be on this YouTube channel. Some will be live, some will be videotaped and placed on later, but we are going to try to have more live events. For basketball come the fall, we're going to try to have live broadcast every time with the ability to have announcers to be on it and do the announcing during the games. So we're trying to add more to the YouTube channel. And we're also in talks with PBS Guam, Channel 12, to cover some of our basketball games as they did in the past, and have some of our games at least on that channel as well. So hopefully the UOG athletic program will be seen more and more as we move forward. The biggest news for the UOG Calvo Field House is that we're coming to the last week of vaccines to be administered here in the field house. We're very proud and honored to have been the center of vaccinations on the island since January, but that time is coming to an end. July 31st will be the last day the vaccines are going to be given here, and basically on August 2nd, we're going to clean the place up and get it back ready to host athletics and other events. So while we're sorry that the vaccines are going to end, there've been over 100,000 vaccines given here at the university, but luckily we've gotten to the 80% level, and it's time for the UOG Calvo Field House to start doing more of its regular mission of doing athletic type events and hosting concerts and song fests and the other things that we do. If you're interested in hosting events in the future, please contact me. And again, you can contact me at 735-2862 or palmerd@triton.uog.edu if you're interested in hosting an event at the UOG Calvo Field House. And the final news for this broadcast will be the recreation program news. Currently, the Triton Fitness Center is open and has been open for several months, providing fitness for the UOG students, UOG faculty and staff, and community members of the Triton Fitness Center. Current hours are 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Fridays. We have one class currently, a yoga class on Wednesdays at noon. Hopefully in the near future, we'll be expanding hours and classes. The plan for the fall semester will be 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Fridays. Hopefully we're going to add at least one more yoga class, 2 Zumba classes, and 2 other classes to be determined very soon. There will be opportunities for UOG students to play intramurals, club teams. We call our club teams the Tridents instead of the Tritons, but there will be opportunities possibly for our women's basketball Tridents to play. And also for sure, we already got a 4-team women's volleyball league scheduled for our Triton women's club team to start in November and play a 4-team league there. So, and then come next semester, hopefully, we'll add men's basketball for the Tritons and men's volleyball for the Tritons as well to play. So if you got any interest in doing recreational type things, playing sports, working out, please come see our recreation program. Swingley and Kayla will be glad to talk to you about it. I'll be glad to talk to you about it as well. And in closing, to our first program of the Triton Athletics and Field House YouTube program, I want to thank everybody for coming by and watching. This first show is pretty boring, just listening to me, Doug Palmer, the athletic director, talk directly to you and just basically give out facts. But hopefully, the third or fourth show, we'll start having guests, coaches, hopefully having some video stuff to show, have some administrators come by and talk as well, maybe some student athletes, and hopefully this will become a pretty exciting show in the future. But I want to thank everybody for attending this time. If you're a student at UOG and you want to come try out, hopefully we'll be able to see almost every tryout that we have. And I'm very excited about the upcoming 2021-22 academic year and the return of Triton Athletics to the field. And there are a lot of people on this island excited about us starting back our athletic program. Thank you very much again, and we'll see you next week.